just curious, because you were drafted the same year as Brett Beatty out of high school. Did you guys ever meet beforehand or even afterwards? And do you have any kind of a relationship with him?
I had played against him at a couple events, but I never played with him. And then we both played in the Appalachian League together our first years out of high school. So I've gotten to know him pretty much just through playing against him over the years.
Okay, Court. Just turn the trade deadline and just hearing your name kind of be thrown around like there. How do you feel now that you're still with the Yankees and the deadline is kind of passed now?
Yeah, I mean it's great to be a part of this team and a part of this organization. It's the only one I really know and experience, and there's so many good people, regardless if it's our coaches or teammates or just support staff, anyone like that. So I don't know necessarily if it was a stressful week just because it's so far out of my control and all the other guys in the clubhouse. So we were just enjoying the time together and just trying to go out there and compete every day. That's kind of the weird thing about it. There's so much stuff going on off the field, but you're playing every single night. So that's honestly probably the best part about it, is that we always had a game every night and could focus on stuff that we could control.
Does that keep it kind of easier for you to kind of keep your mind off things in terms of just not thinking about the trade deadline and just kind of focusing on your game?
Yeah, definitely. I think anytime you can have something to prepare for and take up a lot of time of your day, you're not necessarily on your phone or looking at stuff that really nobody really knows. So it's easy for us, I think, to keep each other accountable and level-headed and worrying about the stuff that actually does matter, which is competing every night.
Mike Cohen?
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts, comments about some of the guys that you played with that maybe had gotten traded, like Luis and Volpe?
Yeah, it's, I guess, super bittersweet and mixed emotions when I do talk to them. And obviously for all of us, selfishly, they're some of the best guys I've ever gotten to meet, some really close friends that I feel like I'll have for the rest of my life. And I want to see them all the time. I want to see them at spring training, even if we're not playing together, or see them in Tampa, stuff like that. So I obviously am super happy for them professionally and baseball-wise. And I'm super pumped for them.
Alex, man, you've been hitting around 310, I think, since June. Just what do you think's good for you to play the past 2 months?
Yeah, it's just been the same stuff. I try and stick to my routine and stick to it. And I just feel like if I did that and if I controlled my at-bats, swung good pitches and got good pitches to hit and just keep working, not really changing too much, that I thought the results would come. And still a lot more work to be done, but just going to stick to that.
You're still in bases from last year. I don't know if you've been timed in a sprint or anything. Have you gotten faster from last year to this year?
Yeah, definitely gotten faster, but we worked super hard on our technique of how to steal bags and try to get every little benefit that we can. So it's been a lot more of the little stuff like that we really value and really think matters than just the sheer speed of it.
Brian?
It's August now. We're moving deeper in the season, and this is such a super rare, crazy rare experience that you're having, playing for this team, living at home. Can you talk a little bit about what that's been like, and then have the other players here? And is there any weird stuff about New Jersey that you have had to introduce these guys to, or show them around, or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, moving through the summer, it's been pretty awesome. The beginning of the season, obviously, super cold, and I don't know if they like Jersey as much as they do now to experience the summer. And I have a bunch of buddies home from college that I've gotten to see more than I've probably ever seen during a summer, dating back since before high school. So it's been a lot of fun. The guys, I think they really like it. They like a lot of the food, they like the golf courses that I've been taking them to, so stuff like that. Yeah, it's been good.
And just again, what's it like, being home with your parents here? Nobody gets this experience to commute to a pro ballpark and play like this.
Yeah, it's something super special and something that I really don't try and not take for granted. And I mean, like these guys have been asking, there's a lot of, I guess, speculation on the outside, but I try and, it's such a unique, awesome opportunity that I just try and enjoy every single day, because I feel like I'm going to look back in a couple of years and I'll really cherish this time.
Julian?
What else do you feel like you need to work on to get to the top of your game? And do you find yourself ever thinking about going to AAA with the season getting a little bit shorter? And I know you want to obviously advance the system and your ultimate goal, so how do you feel about all that?
Yeah, I think it's just day by day and staying consistent, trying to be the best pro I can. I mean, we're working on everything here. We're working on defense and our first step and stuff like that, or hitting. We're obviously working against a really tough machine today. Different stuff every single day to just work on our objectives. And for me, I mean, the competition here is awesome. So I just feel like as long as I'm trying trying to improve every day on top of playing and learning the game and getting a lot of games under my belt that it's kind of regardless of where I play, I just try and play the best I can.
Mike?
As the talk of moving up the level kind of becomes more and more realistic, do you start to try to soak in the experience here more and more?
I don't know. I don't really notice or hear really the talk of moving up to another level. But I mean, like I said, I think this is since the beginning of the year. I mean, it's been such a cool opportunity to play and be embraced by the community, everything like that. So I'm definitely going to soak it up either way.
Mike Cohn?
What is it like getting? I know it's Double A, so it's not the full bore experience of the Subway Series, where you have the Subway Series here at this level, going up against the Mets Double A team, and you see bigger crowds, you have both fans kind of going at it. And what has that been like for you guys so far in the last couple of days?
Yeah, I think it's been pretty cool. It's especially cool just because I think I've played against a lot of guys on this team for the last couple of years, so we kind of got to experience playing in like the Appalachian League where there's really nobody there. Low A wasn't much people there, and then last year in Brooklyn, and then here, it's obviously been a really, really cool atmosphere.
Awesome.
Corey? Yeah, and just in terms of, obviously we saw how kind of the fans were toward Joey Gallo and all that stuff, and the pressure that he was kind of under when he wasn't playing well. Do you feel you can kind of handle that pressure, if you go up to the major leagues and all that stuff, and what are your kind of thoughts on that pressure, of being, especially when you're a high-profile, Yankees player and all that stuff?
Yeah, I think in a lot of ways, pressure is a privilege, and it's been my dream ever since I was little to play for the Yankees, and it's something that I don't really take lightly, and a lot of that I think comes with it. Playing for the New York Yankees, in my opinion, means a lot, and you carry a lot, and there's a lot of expectations. So all I feel like I can do is work as hard as I can, humanly possibly can, to be the player to help them win World Series. And as long as I lay my bed at night knowing that I did that, knowing I don't take any shortcuts, then I feel like if the opportunity arises that I won't look back and have any regrets.
And just in terms of your relationship with Austin Wells and all that stuff, how has that really grown since you've gotten here? Obviously, I know you guys spend a lot of time together and all that stuff. How's that really grown, and what are your kind of thoughts on his hot streak that he's been on right now?
Yeah, it's been awesome to watch. I mean, no surprise to me or any of the guys in the clubhouse, but he's a great player and even better person, and someone that I definitely look to like a brother. And it just felt like, I know we talked about it the other week, but it's like the band's back together, everyone's back, and everyone just is super happy to be around each other.
Last one, Steven, go ahead.
Just curious, growing up a Yankee fan, do you have any favorite Subway Series memories from before growing up as a fan, or anything to stick out?
Subway Series memories? No, I just hear them secondhand. I rewatch with my dad like the 9/11 game and stuff like that. So watching those back over and just how much it meant to New York City as in general, and seeing everyone come together, I thought was awesome. Probably the number one, if I could go back and experience a sport event, would probably be that one.